I'm John Reynolds, a 72-year-old veteran from Colorado Springs, where the Rocky Mountains shadow every sunrise. I'd been married to Mary for 40 years, raising our daughter Sarah in a modest ranch-style home on Aspen Ridge Drive. Mary passed from cancer last spring, and her funeral was a blur of uniforms and folded flags. But 2 days later, in our kitchen, my son-in-law Kyle Thompson cornered me like a coyote eyeing prey. "Listen up, old-timer," he snarled, his face inches from mine, spittle flying as he spat the words. "This house is worth over $600,000. You're rotting here on VA checks. Pack up and head to a senior home, I'm selling it to secure our future." Sarah stood in the doorway, her nurse's scrubs rumpled from a long shift, eyes puffy from tears. "Dad, maybe a change would help," she whispered, manipulated by Kyle's whispers about my depression. Kyle ran Thompson Builds, a small remodeling firm scraping by on Fort Carson gigs. He saw me as a washed-up grunt in my rusty '98 Chevy pickup with veteran plates, shuffling in thrift store flannels, collecting my $3,200 monthly disability for old war wounds. He didn't know I'd earned the Medal of Honor in Afghanistan, saving 47 lives under fire. Or that 12 of those men now led billion-dollar defense firms. I'd kept it quiet, advising them discreetly from my truck on errands, pulling in quiet retainers while honoring Mary's wish for a low-key life. But Kyle was drowning, lost a big contract over shoddy work, debts piling like snowdrifts. He'd snooped elder laws, plotting guardianship to declare me incompetent and grab the deed. Our home, mortgage-free in my name via joint tenancy, held memories, Mary's apple pies, Sarah's Zoom graduation. I found his brochures for cheap senior studios, his math cold, sell, pocket $400,000 for his mess, dump me 30 miles away. I confronted him calmly. "Kyle, you think I'm broken? Read this." I showed my citation. Sarah gasped. Kyle blustered, but I scrolled contacts. Bill Morris, CEO of Morris Defense, who owes me his life. Tom Bradley, aerospace kingpin. Kyle paled as truth spilled. At a neighborhood meeting, execs I'd called exposed his debts, offering partnerships he'd squandered by bad-mouthing me. He imploded, ranting on local news about a fraud, but facts cleared me, my benefits were legit, business above board. Sarah filed for divorce, seeing his greed. Yet, in the end, I pulled strings for a small $20,000 gig to keep him afloat. "Actions have consequences, Kyle," I said, shaking his hand months later. "But redemption's possible if you earn it." He rebuilt humbly, we nodded as neighbors. Sarah remarried a fellow vet, and our home stays filled with laughter. Lesson learned, respect the quiet warriors, they teach us grace wins over grudge.